Lebanese Ether, Freestyle Drive. We in Brooklyn today.
Yes, sir.
Got a real special guest, Sincerity.
Thank you.
What's going on, sis? How are you?
What's going on? I'm good. It's a sunny day in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Brooklyn today.
Is,
We in your neighborhood, right?
Yes, sir. We in Bushwick.
You grew up in Bushwick?
I'm from Bushwick. I'm from Best Side.
Nice.
I grew up also between Massachusetts and Ecuador and Brooklyn, but I always found my way back home.
Dope. Oh, so your background is Ecuadorian?
I'm Ecuadorian, yes, sir.
Nice. So
Always repping.
Dope. I see the new single is out. We Outside.
Outside.
I did see the Ecuadorian flag in there, right?
Yes, sir. You know, I had to represent. Definitely put Ecuador on the map. That's one of my big things. Like being the bridge between New York and Ecuador is huge for me.
I love that.
It's very important for me to always represent my people, my flag. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of my culture.
Beautiful.
So,
how was the Ecuadorian community in Brooklyn like?
You know what? There's been a surge of Ecuadorians recently. There's always been Ecuadorians in this area, but like Knickerbocker now more than anything, you see the flags. You see a lot more Ecuadorian food and restaurants.
Nice.
So Ecuadorians are making their presence for sure.
Dope. I know you're helping along the way as well.
Yes, of course.
Ecuadorian hip hop on the map.
Of
You know,
course.
that's dope.
Of course.
So let's talk about the new single, We Outside. All right.
Yep.
Why did you name it We Outside? Is it due to the pandemic? You know, is it post-pandemic song?
You know what? Not exactly. I do feel like after the pandemic, We Outside just became like it's what we say now.
Like an anthem kind of.
Exactly. We outside. Like, oh my God, a breath of fresh air. So I think the term became a lot more popular after the pandemic or during the pandemic. But We Outside for me is really like a vibe. We out here. You know, I'm with the crew. I'm with my peoples. We living our dreams. We working towards our dreams. We out here. There's no stopping. You know, like it's really We Outside is way more. Because honestly, I be in the house like.
Okay.
I'm such a homebody. So when I say We Outside for me, it's more like a vibe.
All right.
I also shout out a lot of brothers who, you know what I'm saying. I talk about me, but I also talk about brothers incarcerated. So you know when I say I worked at Rikers, right? Okay. And so one of the brothers one day he's like, "Yo, you gotta write something about us, like what you see out here, what you see in here." So it's also a proclamation.
Nice. Oh, look at that by itself. Look at that.
Sincerity. Yeah, it's a proclamation. You know, we outside.
We're gonna play it again after this ambulance passes. We in Brooklyn.
We're in Brooklyn.
Crazy shit happens in Brooklyn, so we gotta move away from the side for the ambulance. So no, because there is a line in the song where you said "Free my bros," right? Like "Free my brothers."
Yeah.
And
and so it's both. So there's a lot of double meaning in the song. So when I say I risk it all to my brother's feet, so literally, like I've had siblings that were incarcerated, and also in the work that I do for social justice and advocate for prison reform and all of that, that's also including, the many brothers I've worked with. I think for me, the main thing is to be a voice for people who often are made invisible, and more than be a voice, be someone who shows people the humanity. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these are people who are incarcerated, and
the family members, brothers, sisters,
they have
fathers,
family
uncles,
members, they have brothers, they have
sons,
siblings, they have wives, they have children, and so I just want us all to look at people as people.
Okay.
And so that's why this is work I'm very passionate about.
How did you get into this work with incarcerated people or prison reform? How did you get involved in that in the first place?
I always had I guess a bone in my body for injustice. Like I call it like righteous anger towards injustice, right? Since I was a little girl, if I saw something that I felt was wrong, I was very outspoken about it, and I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to create a change, and eventually as a young girl, I also found myself within the system because of my family members, right? So, and when I say within the system, I'm just being next to it, you know, even having to interpret for my mother who doesn't speak English at a very young age in court, you know, with lawyers, with this, with that. So I feel like I just grew up in the space.
It's a lot of responsibility for a young person to have
so
to
I grew up
on.
in a space, and I often think of how many other me's there are, you know, 12, 13 years old, translating for their parents that don't speak any English, but they have to deal with, you know, the criminal justice system.
So you do programs for some of these incarcerated people? Like, what kind of work do you do? Like, is hip-hop related? It's poetry? Like,
yes, everything I do is poetry and hip-hop related. You understand? I feel like this is a tool. It has always been a tool for healing, whether you put it on a boom bap or a drill beat. The fact that you can rhyme, the fact that you can have music and make people feel something and impact, you know what I'm saying? Make an impact with that. Like, to me, that's purposeful, and that's a beautiful thing.
So you go by Sincerity. Was that always your name, your hip hop name, or your artist name? Is that your real name?
That is not my name.
Okay. Don't need to know. Just one.
That is not my real name.
Okay.
But Sincerity has been with me for many years, and it was in college, right? So I actually started as a spoken word artist.
Okay, nice.
I love to rap, but I felt like I didn't look like a rapper, or like people, I don't know, like I just had all this doubt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I just felt like I was more accepted as a spoken word artist. And so I would write my poetry, you know, I would recite it, I would do competitions and all of that.
Nice,
Once I got to college, I had a peer, Noemi Paz, who I want to say took me under her wing when I came into college, right? And she was a poet, or she is a poet. I haven't heard from her. Shout out to her wherever you are, Noemi. But she was like, you know, now that you're in college, this will be a good time to kind of, you know, just define who you are and who you want to be in. She was telling me about her story of just using her name, you know? And so I was like, yeah, like, I need an artist name, you know? And I remember I was listening to music, and I love Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
So the song Sincerity by Mary J. Blige came on, right?
That's dope.
And then I was like, and I just kept like thinking about the word sincerity. So then I started looking it up in all the dictionaries. Like, I know what sincerity means,
of course, yes.
but I just wanted to like see the definition,
or
you
even
know?
like a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah, and then I looked for the word sincerity in the Bible, and it was because I'm very, you know, I'm a believer. So I just felt right in my spirit, and I'm like, yeah, this is me. I'm Sincerity.
That's dope.
You know, and I always want what I spit, what I say. I always want my words to be sincere to who I am. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing when people, sometimes, you know how sometimes you meet people and then you discover their names. So when I'm like Sincerity, they're like, that does fit you.
They sense a sincerity from you, or being a sincere person, and then like it does match, right? Yeah,
so that's a beautiful thing.
So when did you go from poetry to hip-hop, even though you could argue there similarities, but with the beats, etc., rhyming officially?
I want to say when I met Tony Blackman.
Nice.
When I met Tony Blackman, shout out to Tony Blackman, shout out to Rhyme Like a Girl. We'll be going on tour.
You gotta talk about that. She's going on tour. Yes.
So when I met Tony Blackman, I remember, I'm gonna say we came into each other's paths.
This was in college too, or after college?
I believe so.
Okay.
I might have still been in college. And I was at this place to do a spoken word piece, and then I remember at some point she started freestyling, and I'm just like, yo, she is so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if we spoke that first day that we saw each other, but eventually she had this workshop on the Lower East Side, if I'm not mistaken. And I went, and I honestly went to see. I didn't go. And then she pulled me up, and I'm like, oh my God.
She put you on the spot?
Yeah. So she had me like, no, like it was like a workshop setting, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
But, you know, But I was deacon like on the audience, like I don't want to be a part. I just want to like witness the greatness, you know. And then she pulled me up and she just like, you know, pushed me or whatever and challenged me. And of course it was horrible, but but you know, I want to say that was the beginning of me really rapping in front of people.
Nice, okay.
You know, and don't get it twisted. When I was in high school, I would get on the tables and fake freestyle and all of that. But I wasn't like, I'm a performer.
I hear, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so it was always in me, but it really took Tony and people to believe in me for me to be like, I could do this.
That's beautiful. Sometimes you need that motivation or that encouragement from somebody.
You know, God puts people on your path for a reason. True. You know.
No, Tony Blackman's dope. She was on the show. She killed it. I know she does amazing work out in Senegal and you know other countries in Africa as well. In the world, exactly.
Right.
My understanding is you're going on tour with her. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. So Tony started a collective called Rhyme Like a Girl. And I'm part of the collective Rhyme Like a Girl. And so we will be headed out on tour for really the month of March.
Nice.
Where
are you going to?
Botswana, Equatorial Guinea, and Cameroon. So it's Tony Blackman, myself, Sincerity Garcia, Polaris, and DJ Liquid.
That's amazing.
So the four of us will be out there.
You've been to Africa before?
Yes, I was in Uganda in 2018. It was my first tour with Rhyme Like a Girl.
Okay.
First international. It was my first tour with Rhyme Like a Girl, and it was the first Rhyme Like a Girl international tour. So now we are back.
Going to Botswana, Cameroon,
and Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is the only country in Africa that speaks Spanish. So actually, years ago, I wrote a list of countries I wanted to visit, and Equatorial Guinea was one of them. So now that we were chosen to go to these countries, it just feels like manifestation.
Do you rhyme in Spanish a little bit?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't freestyle in Spanish too much, which I need to, you know, get that up. I need to get... You know, for me, it's like I need to get better every time, you know, my craft. I want to perfect my craft as much as I can. But yeah, in Spanish, I can rap. I have songs in Spanish.
Nice, okay.
I have amazing friends who rhyme in Spanish and in Colombia and Ecuador and different parts of the world. So
you think you're gonna spit a Spanish verse while you're out there in Ecuador?
Of course.
You have to, right? You have to, right?
I have to give it up in Spanish.
All right, I gotta see that video.
Yes, I am so excited.
But why don't we play your single right now then?
Let's do it. We outside.
We outside.
Wait, hold on. This is where more than like common dimensions. I'm a star anywhere I go. Love is love, any block I roll. My guys up top, so me coming home. The things go pop, so I never fold. Sincerity, I'm the remedy. The light in the dark of your memory. I done did it all, can't get rid of me. I will risk it all till my brother's free. Every day in the jungle, I witness the struggle. Can't box me no bubble. Face to my face, I'm OD in this place. Can't tell who real, but can tell who fake. I'm the main denominator. You could tell my purpose greater. I just smile at all my haters. Only bow to my creator. It's only a matter of time when you wasn't around and alone for the ride. Don't pull up when I'm getting my prize. I work too hard, you gon' feel this vibe. Ay, 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 mind your mind. The spark is flame, now watch me shine. To the world from the side. Watch us shine, we back outside.
Woo! We outside with Sincerity. Let's go. The new single out now.
Out right now.
This shit is fire.
Shout out to Bless, shout out to Slave Riz, shout out to Benji Films, shout out to Street Loyalty. Shout out to Vinny from the Block, Lab Studios, you know.
Who produced the joint?
Vinny from the Block.
Vinny from the Block produced it.
Yes, sir.
And who shot the video?
Benji Films.
Nice. That's not it came out dope. And you were saying that there's no hook in the song, but it's still fire as hell. Like you don't need some songs you don't need a hook, you know? If it's
some songs, you know, I think that's my new thing.
It's gonna be a wave.
Digestible.
No hooks.
You know what it is? I be studying music, right? So as I'm studying, I'm also incorporating like my own thing or my own ideas, and I feel like right now it's a playing field for me. You know what I'm saying? Like like, why not just try it? You know what I'm saying?
Experiment with different
Why not
things.
just try it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that
it definitely worked with this song, the We Outside.
I
joint.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, I have friends that just memorize the lyrics, so I'm like, that's what's up. Even though there's no hook, it's a digestible song, which means people could listen to it back to back. People could memorize the lyrics.
I can see like a fighter coming out to the ring with that joint. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, it's one of those tracks.
It is.
So it's so yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it for sure.
How was shooting the video? What was that experience like? Y'all shot it in Brooklyn? Or
we shot it in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, we shot it in Brooklyn. Benji Fields was amazing to work with. Also, shout out to Uncle AJ. And it was, you know, my girls came through, Slave Riz, Black Rose.
Nice.
We had some dancers come through. Shout out to Liquid City and Daniel.
Yeah, look like y'all was having mad fun in the video.
We had mad fun.
Yeah.
There was more people there that, you know, wasn't in the video, but it was dope. Miko came through. You know, I have a lot of lit friends. I'm just so grateful, like, for the support. You know what I'm saying? And we support each other, so it's really dope.
So it's a single, the We Outside single. Is this going to be part of an EP or album at some point, or not necessarily?
We're talking about that.
That's what you're working on?
We're talking about that. Yeah, we're talking about that.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
So we may, okay, we don't got to get into details. So we may see a Sincerity EP or album in 23.
I wouldn't say album.
Okay.
Okay.
EP. We'll start off with an EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're thinking EP. We're thinking EP, maybe a couple more singles. But the work is on. Okay.
So it's happening. It's in the works.
It's happening.
Okay.
A lot is happening, actually. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm also going to Netherlands in June.
Okay. As another separate tour?
It's a tour, yeah, with Next Level. I don't know if you've heard of Next Level.
Maybe. I never want to say yes or no, because I might have. Yeah, possibly. So it's going to be... So what joints do you perform besides We Outside? You got other joints in the chamber that you released previously?
I have some Spanish ones. I have some unreleased stuff. I like to incorporate sometimes the spoken word too.
Nice.
You know,
which is basically a cappella, right?
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times I have like songs with other people, or where like I can have like a hook open or a verse open for collaborations when I do travel. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So you have the instrumental, you mean, where you spit the first verse, then the chorus, and another artist can spit the second verse?
Yeah, I always make sure to get a performance track for anything that I have. Even I have unreleased stuff too.
Understood, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I do perform depending on the setting, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I'm my catalog is rising too. You know what I'm saying? It's expanding. I have a dope song I'm very excited about this year too.
That's recorded already?
Yes, it's in English and Spanish. With dope features from Colombia.
It's released or not released?
Not released.
Not released. Very new.
Not
okay.
Released.
Dope.
So definitely look forward to that.
That's
this
amazing.
Year too.
So you branching out internationally, I see that, right?
Yeah,
Colombian artist,
Colombia has a special place in my heart. I went in 2019 on tour as well. Okay. Colombia has a special place in my heart. It's right next to Ecuador, you know, on the map. And culturally, there's, you know, we do share some similarities. As far as music, though, and their recognition around the world, they're just out there. They're out here. They outside. Okay. So they, in Cali specifically, I've gotten a lot of love, and so. Yeah, I love Colombia. Shout out to Colombia and all my friends out there doing their thing.
So you are going back there, you said? Oh no,
eventually,
yes.
Yeah.
But you're gonna release a track with the artist from Colombia. That's part of the plan. Dope. Before we get into this freestyle session, anything you want to say to the audience watching? Where can they check you out? Where's the best places to follow you? The best place to follow me is Sincerity Lyrics. You can also subscribe to me at Sincerity Garcia on Spotify and YouTube. But my social media handles like TikTok and Instagram are Sincerity Lyrics. And I feel like my bun is falling off. Okay, yeah. Use the mirror here if you want to look. Okay. Yeah. Oh, see, I was right. I'm sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Nah, we good. We're gonna edit this all out. So. Oh, okay. Sincerity Garcia on Freestyle Drive. We here, baby. We outside. We outside. Sincerity. See
Sinceridad, Brooklyn, Ecuador. Sincerity here in this Freestyle Drive. Yes, it's surviving. Yes, we outside. You already know, said I came to dive right here to the bars. I reach to the stars. Anywhere I go, said I spit from the heart. I want to show you how I go. I want to show you how we glow. I want to encourage you to follow your goals. What? And follow your dreams. This is what I mean. Take life with ease. I want to guarantee that I'm looking for my peace. Anywhere I go, I know you feel this soul. And I know you like the growth. Don't get it twisted. Just let go and let your heart take control. You know how I go, This is the life. And it sounds so precise. Now just let me provide some food for the inside. Some food for your soul. Some food for your glow. Now take it down a notch. Take it high and low. And it feels so good. And just get in the mood. And it feels so good. Just get in the mood. This is how we do it. This is how I do. Woo. Sincerity.
Sincerity Garcia, we outside. Sincerity, yes.
We outside, baby.
Thank you so much, sis. That was super dope. So happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We outside.
That was fun.
Thank you. And I'm happy we made it happen before you headed out on tour. I know you're going to Africa, Botswana, Equatorial Guinea, and Cameroon. Let's go. Super dope. We outside. The new single is out now.
Right now.
Check it out. Watch the video. Super dope. Vibe to it. Have some fun.
Yes.
Enjoy the weekend while you're listening to Sincerity Garcia. We outside.
We outside. I love y'all. Mwah.
Freestyle Drive. Thank you again, everybody. Peace.